Good morning, everyone, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. I'm a little sleepy, but I'm excited to do some streaming today, hang out. Um, we got Genestealers we can talk about. We have Pirate Leahy's reveal, or Pirate Lie, I think is how you pronounce it. His reveal is going to be in a couple of hours, and I figured why not hang out and watch that together? It was fun when we did that last time as well for the reinforcements. So, um, also Pirate's one of my favorite streamers. It's like one of the people that I followed really early on when this game was out. So it's always exciting to see him do that. Um, yeah, and then honestly, I'm working on formulating a video for like what does the meta look like basically week 1 of the ranked ladder, because I think it dropped last Thursday, so it's been 6 days. So I'll probably get the video out either today or tomorrow. So I've been chatting with quite a few people. Chatting with BJ, with Slither, with Shrigma Mail, and just hitting up anyone I can in the global chat when I'm playing against them and their top player, kind of getting their take. So I have a pretty good idea of who I think is tier 1 and tier 2. I think after that it's a little bit more gray because I just haven't explored, let's say like kind of off meta picks. So I think tier 1 and tier 2 are clearer, and it's funny, it's not funny. I guess I'm just so grateful that tier 1 and tier 2 don't feel like there's a gigantic valley between them like last season. So yeah, so it's really nice that even in just kind of figuring out what I want to do for the video, it's like, sure, I could say I think that like Grukk is probably tier 1, that Swarmlord is tier 1, that Scarabs are tier 1, which I'm not a huge fan of myself, but then if let's say I was talking to Slither about this morning, like if I put Anva tier 2, right, that doesn't mean Anva has bad matchups into all of those warlords or that those games are unplayable. It just means he's got to work a bit harder, and that's so much better than, wow, how do I beat a turn 5 predator? So I'm happy we're not dealing with that, I gotta be honest. All right, let me switch us over. There we go. Hey, everybody. Oh, definitely a little sleepy, but got some coffee, a little bite to eat. I don't know why, but my microphone's been peaking more. Still can't get the hang of this headset sometimes. Very weird. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well. It's definitely getting a little hotter here in New York City, so I'm chilling in the AC today, which is nice. So we're gonna do a short stream today. I'll probably hop off in like 3 hours, and that's mainly because I do have some work stuff I gotta do. And I was like, I could do something in the afternoon, but then when I saw Pirate's video was going to be up right at 11 for me, I was like, okay, well, we'll stream, we'll see Pirate's video, like do a quick reaction, and then I'll hop into this training I got to do for work. But other than that, I'm really excited to be here. The ranked experience, it's just like, it's a world different. Just working on some Tyranids the other day, just kind of testing Turbigon. Because I think Turbigon might be solidly tier 2 this season. Probably was last season too, to be honest. Speaking of Slither and Tarkrel, currently the top rank, and Shrigma. So yeah, so like 2 of the top 3 I've been having regular conversations with, which is great because I feel like I'm getting real information. Yeah, Ultramarines is definitely the least competitive ladder right now. The main ones we've been focusing on are Tau and Eldar, and then I've been trying to branch off. I might do some orcs today, so let's see where we are in Tau. Man, so there's 3,400 already. Okay, we're 17. That's not bad. It's not bad. My kind of first goal is to get 4 things up to 3K. Hey, Kishka. Welcome, bud. I hope your streams have gone well. I saw you were streaming the other day. I wasn't able to tune in, unfortunately. But are you excited for Genestealers? I'm curious what you think. So yeah, respectable at 2,800. I think I'd like to get this to 3K at some point. Eldar, I think we're a bit further down. Yeah, 2,846. A lot of people are playing Eldar. There's a lot of very close points, though. So, I saw Frank Knight up there. Yeah, DTWD I've seen quite a bit. Cymerg helped with some of the Eldar changes. That's cool. Lord Edge, I've also seen a lot on the Tau ladder. So, that's going well. Orcs, yeah. It's running at 3,500. I mean, this is the deck that they went rank 1 with last season, and I just have to think it's gotten better. I know he's running different stuff. Maybe that's actually a good point for us to start today, because I think I do want to play some orcs. I haven't really been playing them. Yeah, so this is not his build. I think what he's also playing, and I've seen more people like tech in like a bomb squig for certain matchups, which makes sense. I think he's playing the the Get 'em lads, and it's sort of doing like a go wide thing. I really wish I could play against him more just to learn more about his build or their build. Yes, we look at all the reveals on stream, and then I make a video to introduce them to the Russian-speaking audience. Oh, that's wonderful. We are waiting for legendaries and commanders. Nothing is clear yet. Yeah, that's awesome. Kishka, can you link your do you do videos on YouTube or you just do it through stream? Because I'd love to follow your YouTube channel. But that's awesome, because I know there's a huge Russian player base. That's great. Yeah, it's early stages. It's funny, like the BJ Ecclesiarch and I have kind of laid the groundwork with the 3 like new mechanics, and then I imagine today we'll start seeing warlords. I'd be really surprised. I think everyone's really dying to see what the warlords are going to do. I'm definitely excited. So yeah, I'm interested to know what Space Marine is really playing. But for now, I wonder. So I think I had added the Boom Daka Snazwagon again. But honestly, I think in this meta with Scarabs and Eldar and things like that, I think I'm just going to put in a Bomb Squig itself. It's really annoying for a lot of decks to deal with. I think we'll play a little bit of this. Turvagon is strong. Yeah, Pudis is probably going to be playing that. Turvagon is being slept on. Yeah, this is funny. This is exactly what Slither and I were talking about. Was how good is Turvagon? Is it tier 1 or is it tier 2? I will say, like, the buff... I'll just show you guys while we're talking about it. So the buff to Neuragaunt, dropping this to 1 energy, is obviously a huge game for this deck, because it means that between Neuragaunt and Ripper Swarm, you can actually go off with just 1 overwhelming swarm. Now, when I say going off, it doesn't mean that you're going to win the game. It just means that you're able to put, like, multiple bodies on the board So what I think Turvagon can do now is actually turbo out a bunch of bodies on 5 and 6 energy when it would have to wait usually till 7 or 8 to do that. And this is what Shrigma had sent me the other day. I teched in a Darkened Sky. I don't have the High Fleet Leviathan, and I just put this in to deal with Scarabs. So I will say, though, it can have awkward draws. Like, this deck sometimes just isn't really doing what it needs to be doing. So I feel like that's a bit of its weakness. But it has an inevitable late game, you know, kind of, that's just always deploying threats that's pretty hard to deal with. Streams are just entertainment for me. On YouTube, I take cards more seriously. Ah, okay. Very cool. Well, if you want to link your YouTube in chat, or you know what, I can find it through Twitch, I'm sure, right? Because maybe you have it there. I'll definitely look you up. Okay. Might as well just get on ladder. Check the alliance if there's anything. Oh, sweet. Chronal Divination. Oh, nice, yeah. Trying out some Necron stuff. All right. Yeah, let's do some Grukk. Play some Grukk. We'll just chill and do some rank ladder. Maybe talk about reveals before. Okay. Before we watch Pirate Leahy. Pirate Lie. I think that's how he says it. Don't need Will of Grukk. Just keep the attack squig. Yes. Makari in the opener. We will take it. Votan. What's up, buddy? How we doing? I mean, we've got a pretty aggressive hand. I'm down to hit here. We played yesterday, too. I think a couple times. Alright, let's get to smacking. Just got our Storm Boys. Probably just play this at one of these out early. They have their own Makari? Or like attack squig, maybe? Orcs on orcs on orcs. Yeah, he's got the pull the Makari. Not bad. We could also run out Gretchen Mob, but I kind of want to just see if I can get away with. They're going second though, so they could have like Squig Buggy next turn. But if they don't, they're going to take quite a bit of damage. So I can maybe save the stronger Storm Boys for later. But I kind of want to get these out. Scorcher's good too, obviously. Just a good old 1.5 for 1. Huh. It's honestly not a bad time to just propagate on it. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. So beat down, get a little bit ahead on life. We're not super committing to the board. And then stunned, so it's a little annoying for them. Me's too tough for Dave. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. God, my allergies have been so bad that something in the air. Went for a little walk to get my coffee and ugh. Yep. Might see Squig Buggy here, which oh no. Worked on. Okay. That is acceptable. I think a nice turn 8 is like Orc Knob into Stormboy, so I think I'm looking at that. I think here I want to save the Warbiker for face. So yeah, I think it's just going to be, although this is basically a 1-for-1. So I could Warbiker, but I just don't think I'm going to get that much more out of Squig Buggy. It's kind of what you got to ask yourself is it going to get any better? And I think the answer is no. These will probably die, but the next turn I guess we're looking at, you know, playing out Makari again, Gretchen Mob, Iron Gob. Yeah, probably Iron Gob. It's a good turn for them though. Ooh, that's... They have an attack squig? Yeah, I was going to say, that's unlucky that they didn't kill it. But we can insulate it a little bit, which is nice. Make them work to get to this, potentially. But us not having Scarboy is not great. So we'll have to see if we can push through the damage. Okay, Squig, draw. Okay, this is acceptable. This is acceptable. Yeah, it's actually a great turn to Scarboy. I think we're basically going to wipe our board and play out our Warbiker, potentially. Or we could just draw in Makari. So I'd like to get the extra damage out of Warbiker. Alright, so first things first. Let's get our 5 damage there. Oh, I should have attacked with this. That was... Oh, Tim. That was not correct. No, we're just going to hit this. So, yeah. If Makari lives, Makari lives. That's okay. We just want to cash these in. Got a lot of orky know-whats. Let's Grizzled Scarboy ourselves, and then... Honestly, it's such a good turn to Warbiker. But draw... I really want to draw more threats. I don't know, that's close. That's close, but I kind of want to greed this. We're a little bit ahead on life. See if we can get like 5 damage out of the Warbiker. That squig buggy was huge for us. Such a difference. Now we've got pretty good responses to whatever they're doing. And the best they could do is probably like heal this turn. Heal plus play Makari, draw. Be pretty good. But doing all right. We'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah. That's reasonable. Yep. Huh. Salt's pretty good. I mean, if I hit there and then assault, we have a pretty good shot of clearing everything. So I think that's what we'll do. All right, unless we get unlucky, which is possible. Could also just Storm Boy and not risk it. Perfect. Kind of wanted to take the risk to get ahead here. I think we can expect one commander with deploy for uprising decks. That makes sense. One commander with add sabotage for sabotage decks, and one universal strong boy for ambush. Yeah, those are good bets. That makes sense. I'm personally very excited for an uprising leader, just because of the cool synergy. And then, yeah, I'm interested to see what the sabotage leader looks like. Ambush, I really need to see how that mechanic works to understand its power. Because, like, on paper, it feels very insane to me. Like, very powerful. But maybe it's not. I don't know. Alright. That's annoying. But oh. Whoever recorded the drums for this, great job. Still have to take the one to clear it. Pretty good for us. Really had nothing else to play, huh? Is this lethal? It's 3. 4. No, it's definitely not lethal. It's all good though. I should just draw. Okay, that's good to know. Let's do this. Boom. And then I'm dealing 1. But yeah, I think this is still good. And then we get to concuss them. Lot of orky know what's. And then they're obviously very low, so you know, being able to squig buggy and do something should be pretty close to lethal. Toxic mechanic in both directions due to random exchanges when the enemy can take your drops for free. Just yeah, that's a good point, Kishka. I think it's very fun. I want to try it. Yeah, it's we're gonna see how this all shakes out. So I would say they've gotten more ambitious with their design, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But yeah, we're kind of gonna see how that all works out. It's pretty tempting to like Orc Knob into Bomb Squig on this board, but it's just probably better to Squig Bucky because we also have another way to answer any threats that they get. But the attractive reason is we just get to take these off the board. They don't get to cash them in. So maybe that's worth considering. And then we have, so this is 5, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So yeah, let's do this. All right. Make sure I do this correctly. Yes. Okay. Did kill Makari, which is kind of annoying. But that is okay. Try and do as much damage as I can. Oh, he has concussive. I forgot. That was a misplay. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was the worst proper killie ever. I just was not paying attention. Yeah, that could cost me, for sure. So instead I would have just replayed Makari hit for the same amount. Or one less, I guess. Okay, well. This is fine. Not great, but... I mean, we've got... Oh, right, we can deploy these. Haha. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty perfect. Yeah. Okay. I mispositioned. I didn't have to put them in between because of the unstable. Although unstable can hit for 0, so... I think they've used all of their healing, though. We still have, I think, one. It's got Scarboy. So, even though we did not play this perfectly, I think we're in a good spot. Also, the Squig Buggy. No mucking about. This is awkward as hell. This Makari placement. But. Oh, he's running double Snazwagon. Interesting. Attack Squig, yeah, that's good. Orcs, orcs, orcs. Lot of orky no-nots. Alright, so I think we smack this one. I guess smack this. It's a good Scarboy, so that's 8. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Scarab spam is not really playable right now. Yes, it. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a good match. I think it's tomorrow I should start saving my missions for Genestealer. So yeah, today we can still go. Hey. Really? Really? Scarabs is not... I mean, I guess everyone's kind of... Huh. I find that surprising. I think Scarabs is still just such a resilient strategy. Your Grukk deck list. I'm pretty sure he's not running the same thing that we are. I think there are a lot of common cards, but I would be really interested to know. I don't think he's going to share it, which is fair. Oh, interesting. Huh. I don't really like Gaz's playstyle, I gotta say. I think I prefer Grukk. But huh. Didn't realize that he was also playing that. I mean, Gaz always has something going on. I think people are playing him more aggro, which I think would be more fun than playing pure control. It's just so grindy and terrible. So that's understandable. Okay, playing against some Necrons. Bomb Squig is definitely going to do some work here. Artist Nails I'll put back, but Prophet is good. Okay. I haven't played this matchup a ton. I don't think I want Solar Storm. Ecclesiarch. We have not played in a minute. It's been a while. It's probably because I'm on so early. I'm usually not playing it this time. Is it just Gretchen Mob here? Probably. Maybe help me clear out a remnant or two. I haven't really played this matchup much, but I think we want to close things out rather quick if we can. I think assaulting here is kind of a waste. Yeah, okay, that's good. If they have reanimation, I think I'm okay with that. I just don't think this is a good enough Scorcher Assault for me to care about it. Okay, great, yes. Grizzled Scarboy would be good. Try and reduce the damage that we're taking. Oh, okay. There's the Implacable. Alright. Yeah, that's scary, certainly. But we do get a turn off, which is perfect for this. So we'll just fire that off, and I'll clear this remnant. Oh man, it's great. It's great to have the Ecclesiarch back too, just with content. It's just such a good dude. Does great stuff for the game. Perfect, and I get to punch that too. Yeah, I think that's a good line. Obviously they can reanimate it, but this basically took no damage. And we've got the bomb squig. So far this is going pretty well for us. Oh, okay. Yep. 1 for 1. The Doom Scythe. Yep. Fair enough. Pops all the remnants. Okay. Honestly, I think I'm down to do this. I could draw. Still be mindful of the Death Laser. But I think this is a nice thing to play around Doom Scythe when they can't attack to help clear these. Or not Doom Scythe. The 5 energy. Yeah, Scythe Assault. There it is. That's what I was trying to play around. Alright, and the Death Mark. That's fine. So we'll just cash these in. See, we kind of get like a, well, let's have Scorch Assault too. Could try and go for it, but yeah, that's pretty good, right? So we could Scorcha and Gretchen Mob. But I kind of just want to draw as well. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, I guess we could just no mucking about as well, but I'm not sure how big he goes. Yeah, I don't think we need to do it, but I will do this. Okay. And then I complete like Bomb Squig, but I can just run that out with Orc Knob anyway. So they'll take the snipe here, I'm sure. This is just free. Oh, I am wrong. It's going for the damage. Oh, that makes sense. I was gonna say, why are they doing that? It's pretty good. It is pretty tough to deal with, except for our Will of Gork. But we don't even need to, right? Because we can just Bomb Squig in with Orc Knob. Yeah. That seems pretty dang good to me. fighting and winning. A mini Will of Grukk. Oh, gotta stretch. Another death mark. Yep. And Doomscythe. Okay. It's kind of perfect. So we're going to... So negates a lot of the health we lost. Or that we're about to lose, rather. We obviously get to pick this off, but then we still have to deal with the squig. Oh. Didn't quite do it. Unfortunately. Good stun. Okay. Let's see what we can draw here. Oh man, that's like basically lethal by itself. Right, because I can Will of Grukk next turn play this. So I think all I have to do here is not die. Yeah, I actually think I just chuck out these no mucking abouts. Feels super bad and awkward, but I think that's what we're supposed to do. Because if they play the +2 range to everything, I think that's actually close to lethal. 4 +7 is 11. 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 plus this, yeah. Yeah, and we have lethal in our hand, so. GG is the Cleaser. Alright, that matchup seems pretty easy for us, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, get him, lads. Yeah, this is such a... I don't love it, I gotta be honest. But he's clearly like an excellent player, so maybe I should be thinking about that. Oh, man. Oh, my shoulders are so... Bleh. I think I slept wrong. Okay. Well, this matchup definitely can be scary. We're also on the play. I'll throw back Squig Buggy. I think Orc Knob is a decent flanker. Buggy. Playing some Tyranids. Let's get some action, boys. Alright, well, drawing all of our high-cost flankers is not really what we want. But it's alright. Alright, no biomorphologies. That's pretty good. So I want to conserve our health early, and then we'll sort of be able to take over later. Okay. I'm just going to run out. Storm Boys. We got quite the lineup this morning. Votan into Ecclesiarch into Buggy. It's great. I mean, I feel like I get insta queues now, whereas I didn't before. It's really improved the game quite a lot. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, folks. Feel free to follow, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. That's all free. We got a lot of content coming. I got a lot of videos lined up. And once the Genestealers hit, a bunch of stuff planned. Okay. Just gonna, go for my face. Alright, so this is a bit of a tough one. Because they've got another Genestealer in their hand, I really should not let this live. Yeah, so we go 4, 4, 2, 1. Yeah, this is still fine. So yeah, so we punch this first. Yeah. Get an extra 2 health. Take the 1. Yeah. Very good that we had the Scar Boy for that turn. Carnifex. Okay. Yep. Yep. I think this is just a stormy boy. Got the buff. Love to see it. And now, yeah, I'm gonna do a little chip damage here. Still don't really want to use my face quite yet till we're really solid. We don't want to go terribly late against them though, so for the next 2 turns we should definitely find ways to pressure more. If they have Rapacious here, that could be really good. Okay, Hive Crone's also decent. But we've got yeah, we don't actually have a, oh no we do, because we've got Makari. Perfect. Perfecti. I'm not going to be smashing. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I almost want to trade this in. But I don't think that's correct. I think I will trade 2 for 1 here, though. I don't know. If they play Rapacious, though, I'm just going to cash this in. I don't really want to give them the free value. So now the life total's even. We've got the armor. We've got some healing. Scratch and mobs are not great when trying to think about playing around Rapacious, which I think everyone is playing now because of Scarabs. And I really don't want to hand him, like 6 to 8 health. It's not going to help us win the game. Also want to try and draw some more flankers if we can. Yeah, there's the other one that they generated. Imagine they're going to trade here. Yeah, Makari gets to stay. So that's good. Circle of Prey. Okay, so we can't do anything this turn. But we can go double Gretchen Mob and Artist Nails. And that is kind of annoying for them, I think. Well, but we also have Iron Gob, which kind of does a similar thing. So we might... The question is, which one is more worth it? Not gonna lie, I don't really know how they deal with 4 health grots that easily. Like, they could kill 3. But that's kind of it, right? So... Nergant. Yep. Digestion pool for... Oh, yeah, they held it this whole time, huh? Okay. That seems like a slight misplay. So they would have gotten the bonus from this. Alright, that's pretty good response. They're able to take out most of the Vanguard. But I think with the Bomb Squig on Orc Knob, we're looking pretty good. Ooh, and that. It's also good. So this is 2, 3, 6, 7 at face, potentially. But yeah, I think we want to go... I think we want to do this. Question is, what do I want to draw here? I guess I'm going to wall first. Okay. Alright, and then plow into you first. Then I get to kill you. And you. You. And you. Let me hit. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, hey! What's going on, GR? Poor Putis, I just thrashed him with passive Junith deck, and now he's not happy. Told him play less season games. Yeah, that's true. He does play quite a lot. Good for you. Nice win. And nice. Alright. That honestly felt like we were kind of in control the whole time. Wait, I wanna hear some raging about Junith. Hard to play UM this season. GG Buddhist. Oh my god. Oh, that's something else. That's so funny. Has shared a deck. No, just this game was funny. Wait, this is a funny way to flame. I actually love that. GG's Buggy. Yeah, that was a tough one for him. Sister mains will still complain regard. Anyone who doesn't understand why people talk about sisters the way that they do, it's really hard for me to respect their opinion, because sisters of battle players have suffered for so long. Junith is more meta now because the meta is more diverse, and people have refined their lists. She's still not tier 1. You know, I would put her still kind of on the lower end of tier 2, to be honest. It's really crazy that people think that sisters are broken. It's frustrating when I think in most, sisters matches, it's either there's no chance of them winning or they're snowballing to the point you can't do anything. Like, that's an annoying binary to deal with. But yeah, I just can't agree with people who are like, sisters are broken, or like, why do people complain about sisters? It's like, you just have no idea, do you? Because you're muted on chat? Oh my god, I told the dev at the minute that he's incompetent and they banned me from chat? Oh no. Hey BJ, how are you? Grukk, we are undefeated so far. We've played three solid games. Okay. Interesting. So we don't know what kind of gas build this is. I think I'm just going to keep the assault. Okay. Hey, Eminencia. Welcome, buddy. How's everybody doing today? We're doing a nice chill early stream. We're going to watch some reveals later. And then I'll probably head out after that. Any sister match incoming? God, I hope not. I really don't think I have the best matchup into sisters. But no, we have not played sisters yet today. I'll go over the battle log after. Oh, okay. They're opening with Bakari. That's not good for us, I gotta be honest. That is not a good. Really good season. Oh, yeah. Managed to push more of all Penitence deck into Legendary and have lots of fun. Faced many. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I'd love to hear a little bit more about the deck. I really would like to play more Morven. And he's just to see you suffer a little in the Emperor's name. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I dropped quite a few games to sisters the other day. I lost to Papa Beard. I lost to a couple other people. Of course, when I played Adlane, it was like a one-sided. I just ran over them. Felt bad about that. All right. Still want to try and hit Makari myself. So I need to get that out of my hand. Question is, do I just run this out for face damage? Or even just to kill this? To try and stay a little bit ahead on tempo? I don't think that's good enough. Because also if I draw Squig Buggy, it's going to be really good. We just got to kind of take it for now. And then hopefully we don't fall too far behind. But this is a rough start for us. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, there's the Squig Buggy. That kind of negates this. The problem is... Oh, and then they only have 2, actually. So... It's still good enough, I think. I'm okay a few hours off. Oh, a poker tournament. Hey, good luck, my man. Good luck. That's awesome. How am I? Oh, I'm good. I'm a little sleepy. Got up early. Wanted to do a little stream before I gotta get some work done later. But we had our coffee. We're climbing with Grukk, so things are good. What's your favorite deck this new season? It's good to see that almost everything is viable. Yeah. Well, I was saying at the beginning of stream, I have an idea of kind of the general tier 1 and tier 2, but it's so different than last season. So far, I played a good bit of Tau, a good bit of Eldar, and now I played some Tyranids yesterday. Honestly, I still think this deck is my favorite. I really love this Grukk build. It's grown on me so much. Will I do a tier list later? Well, so I'm definitely going to put out a video, if not today, tomorrow, for the week 1 kind of meta breakdown. GR. So, but I'm happy to talk about it a little bit before we watch the reveals. I could kind of see if I could put that up for us. And we could talk about it. Alright, here I just want to cash in for damage, I think. The other thing I could do is heal this to be able to get another Bomb Squig. And I could play Gretchen Mob and heal everything. That's an interesting line. I actually kind of like that. Yeah. It's nice. We get to get rid of this. And then we're chilling. Good to see Grukk again. He was vanished. Yeah, he really was vanished for 2 months. He came back a bit last month, and now I think this deck has been thoroughly enjoyed by many people. But yeah, I've been talking to Slither. I've been talking to Shrikma Mail. I've been talking to BJ a bit. Like, I've been kind of collecting just the general consensus from the community about general tier list, and then I've obviously just been thinking about it for myself. And I kind of want to give like a week one kind of here's where things are at. And yeah, so I have a decent feel for I think what's maybe kind of tier 1 and tier 2. So I definitely want to do some sort of video on that. Well, I think so. Either way, right? I want to cash this in. So I think we just go here first. Question is, do I want to heal I can just heal myself this turn, right? Yeah, that seems like a good turn to me. So let's trade these. Oh no, God, I did this last time too. I should be cashing in my tokens first, my little Vanguard guys. Alright, I missed out on like 2 damage. It's really dumb. Just not paying attention. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Well, got the Scarboy. That's good. Obviously have our flankers. Got our ways of closing things out. No mucking about's not doing much in her hand, though. More cop. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Right, well, this is kind of a free Scorch Assault. And then I could just cash in a Warbiker here. Yeah, I think we just take the time to do that. Must brag a bit. Oh, please. Managed to get all SOP cards and rank 40 on the 4 just free to play. Dang, Eminencia. You've been grinding. That is impressive. Alright, well that sucks. But we can clear this with Stormboy plus Squig. So I don't want to take the 50-50 on no mucking. That's just not a risk we need to take. I ain't no bones. I generally like this matchup for Grukk if it's Gaz control. But we kind of been fighting it out this whole game. Which is a little worrisome. Haven't really been on the offensive. I was going to say, that's a weird attack, Squig. But it's obviously got a host of flankers. That's what I was hoping to see. Okay. So get so much value off of this, I feel. It is tempting, though, because I could Warbiker this and then heal myself. I kind of like that better. As much as I want this to hit face, I think that I like this play more. Then I heal myself. Get concussive. Now thinking about what to focus next. Black Legion and Eldar look really cool. I think Black Legion are definitely very cool and very popular. I feel like they're in one of the less good spots in terms of the meta. So if you're considering like competitiveness, I think Eldar are actually in a pretty great spot, and they tend to stay like tier 2. They don't really ever move out of that category. So that's my 2 cents about that. All right, so I think we're just gonna Scarboy here, hit here, and then no mucking about, because we're not gonna get that much out of that, and that's our turn. Yeah. So yeah, let's do that. We're gonna hit you. Because I want some exploding going on here. Yeah, hit. Nice, 1 damage. 0. Oh, come on. Unlucky. Forge 40 is free to play. How much did you have to play? Yeah, that is. To GR's point, that's kind of crazy. Very impressive. I definitely want to keep working on that for myself for Sisters. Because I lost to Papa Beard playing against Junith when they played a turn 3 Astrid. And I what was I playing? I think I was playing Anvar or Eldar, and it was just really hard to deal with. I think they went turn 3 Astrid, turn 4 Relics, and it just felt like after that things were kind of tough. Yeah, I'm really liking Eldar this season a lot. I did a bit of testing with Zephyr Blade, who I think is more competitive, but I still think Galen actually is just probably more consistent. I really do like new Keltok, but I'm still not necessarily convinced, but I'm also missing the legendary for that deck. Okay, that was a really good draw. It was a very, very good draw. So this is 4, so this is 8. So yeah, we can draw here first. Makari, just in time, buddy. Honestly, we don't even need to play anything this turn, right? So let's just hit here. I got too excited. We don't really need to do much here. Play our own Makari. And then let's heal again, get armor 2. And we're chilling. Yeah, same experience against Papa Beard. -2 inch. Yeah. I mean, Sisters almost obviously always wants to be on the play. Oh my god, I don't think I've seen this. Okay. That's a little scary, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, when you have that infantry card on the draw, it's certainly not bad. Alright. We are going to have to play to the board here. We will have to deal with this thing. But we've got a pretty clean answer to it. Yeah, so let's do this for... We have no more units to draw. So that's a little scary, I'm not going to lie. So the question is, can we win the attrition war? So we're going to start by no mucking about. Get some more. Ooh, yes. Big unstable. Okay. Now the question is, how much do I commit here? I think what I would like to do is play out the Gretchen mob, which is not a big commitment. Play Makari. And then I think go for the heal, which makes it a little harder to clear through flankers. Because we do have another Artist Nails, and it heals us too. So I really want to kind of save like a big swing with this. Do. But yeah, are we hyped for Genestealer's team? Are we excited? Are we hesitant? We got a reveal in a little less than 2 hours. From the good old Pirate Lie. Oh, that's a good one. I used to run that. Okay, not the best Scorch Assault I've ever seen, so that's good for us. Sure, glad that's not hitting my face. Don't have any way to give this range, which sucks. But we do have Pyromaniacs, and that might be enough. Alright, so how do I want to do this? All of them are going to trade anyway. So maybe I keep one over there. Yeah. Okay. And right, and we just... You. And then we can play out the bomb squig later. Doesn't really do anything for us here, right? So this is 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that should be lethal. Sure is. Let's get it, Pyromaniacs. So good. So good. God, it's crazy how it turns like a flanking attack into lethal. It's like so disgusting that way. Like that -2 infantry card into Morfire double Arco-Flagellant turn 9 is 18 penitent. Oh my god. Yeah, that's quite the combo. Jesus. Nice, we're doing pretty well here. Yeah, we're just 5-0 with Grukk, man. Or no, 4-0. I forgot last night. Yeah, played against Jamo. Playing Turvigan. Yeah, Votan, Ecclesiarch, Buggy, Captain Vimes. I don't know who that is. But nice. We're doing it. Hard to get, but super fun when it happens. I mean, those kinds of combos like are really great to know. Because yeah, if you're able to get to it. I used to, when I was playing a ton of Uriel aggro, because that was like my first competitive deck that I really worked on. I actually think Artist Nails is nice in this matchup. To play around Rapacious. I used to think about how if I have Tactical Insight plus Death from Above plus Calcius, that's 10 damage, right? And I would often kind of like try and set that up in the late game if I could to close things out. So it was always interesting. All right, so obviously we're the aggressor in this matchup. We don't have a ton to do early, but I still think we're going to be hitting. Just vapors to the face. Okay. All right. I'll slow up a little bit on the attacking. Dude, where's my Makari at? This guy's been hiding. I don't know though. We still, it's hard not to be aggressive against Turvigan. It's just such a good late game deck. Oh, okay. This looks a little different, though, I will say. Actually, the Warbiker can just clear it. And then I can stun. I like that. Nice. Now I can hold my Orc Knob. Well, I am happy to hear that people are having success with Sisters of Battle. I know it's still a bit of a slog in terms of the games, but it's nice to hear that they're actually, you know, people are playing them, people are climbing with them, you know. So it's about time. It's been a while. All right, here I'm just gonna heal myself. Just 1 for 4, heal. They did get infinite biomorphology, so we got to be a little mindful that we can get kind of outstatted potentially. Everyone playing Turb. Yeah, I feel like the cat's out of the bag a little bit with Turbigon. That it's, and I will say I played some games yesterday, and it does feel pretty great. So, I understand why people are playing it. Guys, the question is, what's more useful? I think it's probably... Oh, so he gave them +2 melee from biomorphologies. Okay, that's interesting. I think it's just going to be this. Get some damage going. Still very hard with Sisters. It's clear you need more luck to draw good at the beginning of the match. Yeah. Oh, I still agree. I don't know. I cannot agree with people who are like Sisters are OP and like all that nonsense. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's just patently untrue. But I'm just glad that they're getting more attention and more play, because I think people will, like, I don't know, hopefully be a little bit more sympathetic to their cause. Or maybe it'll do the opposite. I don't know. It is a little annoying how people play. Okay. Definitely have an interesting decision here, right? So we could draw, we could heal. That's generally what I would do. But we also have the option to Storm Boy and Artist Nails and like make them play to the board. But we can also Orc Knob plus them next turn, and that's also very powerful. So I think because of that, I just prefer... Let's draw. Okay, we hit Makari. That's nice. Heal. We get the armor. We hit. It is good to be able to take the off turns when you have them, but I think it was worth considering, like, trying to get a little bit ahead on board. Okay, that's annoying, but fine. Obviously play Orc Knob. So I could Orc Knob, Bash, and then I can Bash, clear. Or I play Veteran to hit, and then these go off. I think this is a little better. Now, if they have Rapacious, they have it. But so we're playing into that a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's not great for us. I don't love that. I maybe should have thought about that line a little bit more, like post-combat. Okay, this I like, though, how this is kind of panning out. Right now. This is annoying for them to deal with, I think. Playing against the Penitence Junith. That is somewhat surprising. I mean, I guess Junith can heal for one. And I guess if you're playing Beacon, you've got some health mitigation. Or like Conviction. You've got healing as well. It is a little counterintuitive, but I guess you do have some options to like build your deck to mitigate the life lost or something. Oh boy. It's pretty good. Kind of. Alright, so I hit this for 7. And I can even use Akari afterward or something. Okay. I think I've got my line. Okay, that's great. Okay, so the question is like, do I care about these spores? I think the answer is no. So I think we definitely want to hit here before Makari goes away. And then I think we're doing this. And then we hit here. And I'm going to use Makari here. And then I'm going to heal again. And attack there. And then we'll see where the spores go. Okay, great. Not so great. Alright. Alright, I mean, I think we're in a decent position. It depends on if they can, like, turbo go off, though. Like, we definitely want to try and close things out over the next, like, 2 turns, probably. Oh, that's good. Ugh. Yep. It's a bit of a bummer. Yeah, Venomthrope on Veteran. If they can't clear the Storm Boy, that's kind of nice. And then Stealth. Okay. Not able to Stealth Venomthrope, so I guess that's kind of nice. But I think we're just going to try and go face here. Ooh, that is probably going to do it. Alright, so we have to cash in the 4 first. So that's 4. Then 5. Yeah, I'm sure that's more than enough. Yep. Bye-bye, Turvy. They're more of a spore build, which I think we probably do better into, if I had to guess. So it's not as combo-y. Hey, Cayman, get it gaming. Welcome to the stream. I am having a great morning. Thank you. I hope you are wherever you are. I feel like I'm always talking to people not in my time zone. So I'm always like, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Because a lot of players, I feel like, are in the UK or in Russia. I'm in New York City, so I'm on Eastern time. But yeah, welcome, welcome. GR, you want me to suffer? You want to see that on stream? Playing Sisters without the two best legendaries that they have? I promise, as soon as I get Triumph and Amalia, I will actually play them on stream. But until then, I don't want to suffer. Um, because I'm gonna be sad. Neuros. I mean, I have a version of Neurospore actually from like when BJ was kind of teching this, but I think it's different now. Now you can run Harpy, which is kind of yeah. Actually, GR, can you want to share it in the alliance? I kind of want to see what that looks like. Also, if anyone's like wants to join our alliance, I can make room. We have a lot of non-active players. Like I would say our top 10 are doing stuff. Oh, okay, we got some people climbing in bronze but yeah, like we got a couple players that are not really playing. So there we go. True Nids. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's import. Okay. Wait. I just want to look at it. All right. Circle of Prey, Predator Instincts. Yup. Yeah, Biovore, Gargoyle, 1G. Yeah, this looks good. Honestly, I think Spore Assist can like go off and be really, really freaking toxic. So, Tyrant Guard, Zonethrope, Brood Lord, Tyrant, Rapacious, Double Harpy. Interesting. I don't tend to run Hive Tyrant much, but I could see it. Hey, Frank Knight, what's happening? I was looking at some of the leaderboards and I see you're doing well up there, man. Welcome back. Okay. Honestly, I'm down to play some of this. I kind of like this playstyle. I have a lot of fun with it. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. So yeah, This is KF51 because that's people mostly know them in game. Their build, and I think we'll run this. We are 5-0 with Grukk this morning, so that's feeling great. Oh, Hive Tyrant. Oh, put a hunger in there instead. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't love this card personally, so that makes sense. I actually even think Darkened Skies has like some play, but yeah, I think probably every Tyranid list is running double Rapacious these days, which makes sense because of the Scarab Menace. Although I've seen less and less of it. Oh yeah, Frank, we played yesterday, right? I think you beat me. Yeah, you beat me. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was trying out some Turvagun because I was talking to Shrigma and Slither yesterday, and I'm gonna be putting out like a kind of like week 1 decks to look out for like tier list thing tomorrow or today. I'll see if I can get it out today. So yeah, I kind of wanted to investigate like what are some top decks, what are some sleeper decks. I feel like Turvagun was sleeper, but now people seem to be kind of checking it out. Yeah, it came in. Can't wait to see the new Warlords coming. Yeah, I have to think we're going to see one today, if not two. Lots of Mayo and GR, I have seen a ton of Omisos. I hadn't seen that Warlord in forever, and then I played against it like 6 times over the last couple days. Probably even more than that, actually. Nemezor I've seen a little bit. I actually really like Slither's Orokin build with Implacable over Nemezor. But I do think Nemezor is actually... I think the Necrons are pretty competitive this season. All right, take a look at this deck. I'm going to be right back. All right, we are back. Scarab deck is brutal. Keep watching LongTim. Learn a lot. Yeah, you'll also learn how to never hit lethal sometimes. BJ the Brave and Ecclesiastic. Oh yeah, it came in. If you're looking for content creators, definitely. Yeah. I've been doing more streaming than YouTube videos, but I'm pretty active on YouTube as well. But yeah, Ecclesiarch and BJ the Brave are two big content creators also who do amazing work. Just started playing last week. Oh wow. Been having fun with Crude. Oh, I love Crude. Cruder. Very, very cool. And they're very new. They like literally dropped a couple weeks ago. So yeah, welcome to Warforged though. There is a lot. It can feel kind of overwhelming at first, I think. I've literally been playing since the first alpha keys went out for closed alpha, and I played the demos as well. So I've fully been playing this game for a year at this point. So there is a lot, but we've got some great content creators. Yeah, and I think generally a pretty nice community. All right, well we kind of just like crushed it this morning with Grukk. I don't know if we're on the leaderboard. Probably not. Yeah, 2771. Oh, but are we 2796? Are we on there? Or did I just scroll past us? Oh wait, that's not. Is that my orc rank? I still get confused by this thing, man. 2796. And our global rating is 2799. Why are we? Why is that not showing then? I'm still so confused. Oh, I'm not looking at orc. Jesus, that's why. There we are. Nice. Just a good 5-0 with Grukk, man. It's so good. All right, but let's switch it up because I do this deck can be quite fun. Very different playstyle. New faction craziness incoming. Oh yeah, no, Frank, I was just looking at the wrong tab. I think. Or I'm still like a little confused about the global rank. Sometimes it doesn't show it. I don't know. All right, we're going first. All right, I don't think this is not a good matchup for us. I'm going to say that much. Yeah, okay. Our hand's also kind of garbage. Huh. I think this has got to be decent for us. Time to update. Oh, to update the global? That makes sense. I don't think I've been on the global once from my perspective, but that is probably incorrect. Okay. I think we just got to weather the storm here. I think that's pretty much it. And we've got a pretty slow hand. Yeah, I don't expect us to win this match, I'm going to be honest. Harkin actually just has some great matchups, and this is definitely one of them. Yeah, that's a problem. that's a big problem. All right, well, gotta try and whittle this down. Okay, armor is good. That means I can play the Tyranid Prime out maybe next turn with the hopes that it'll do something. Won't be another sister release. They seem OP. What do you think of them? It won't be another. Oh yeah, GR. You're talking about Genestealer cults. I don't know if the mechanics are anything to judge the faction by so far. They seem very strong. The question is between Sabotage and Uprising, which need quite a lot of support. Are they going to have enough support? Like, is one of those mechanics going to be less consistent than the other? I think is kind of the question. Huh. So this is interesting. I kind of... So I could play Spore Assist and give it flank. And start going off, but I think I'd rather do that with Tyranid Prime. Because this is the armor. Yeah, I think this is what I want to do. Just get this off the board. This is probably going to die. There's not much I can do about that. But then maybe starting next turn with Neurothrope, we can start doing stuff as well. Oh yeah, I think Swarm Lord is still probably the most consistent Tyranid Warlord for win rate. But I wanted to try this build out that KF51 sent over. I mean, this is fine. This is kind of like a do-nothing turn for them. Okay, that's also good. This is a better play next turn because we can do this and this. So yeah, we're just going to... Neurothrope, which has armor. We're going to heal ourselves. Ping for 1. Yeah, my suspicion is that from what we've seen so far, Genestealer cults are going to be closer to a Tau release than a Sisters of Battle release in terms of power level. There's a Draconian. Right. Not the end of the world, though. We actually do have some options. We could play the Tyrant Guard out instead of Spore Assist and try and get some value here. And put double health on everything. I think I like that better. It doesn't play great into Helldrake Strike, though, I will say that. But it's annoying for them, certainly. Man, can you stop paying for one, dude? That's embarrassing. Am I trading health here? I don't think so. I could trade health here to pressure them more. It is decent into Harken because they have to use their face, so we'll see. They're like the Alpha Legion. Yeah, from HHL. Yeah, I've played against Alpha Legion when I tried the game a little bit. It's pretty scary mechanic. One of the most annoying decks to play against. Yeah. Oh, that's not good if they have the whatchamacallit. Wow, they're gonna play this slow and not. I mean, I guess they have to. This is 10, 11, 12. I mean, this is a lot of damage. This is 10, 11, 12. I mean, it's probably not lethal, so I should probably just gargoyle here. And then we'll ping this. Take it off the board. Or you know what? Actually, let's attack, because I'd rather get the health here and ping. And then I think I just stealth, right? Because I get another proc and I shouldn't die. Alright, we actually had lethal if we went for it. Yeah, that's true, GR. Oh my god. That was a hell strike and a half. Doesn't matter, sadly, but Jesus. Nice. Yeah, they had a couple kind of like lackluster turns there, including that last one. So they really needed to be able to keep pressuring after the Draconian. They just couldn't do it. Yeah, keep working on my Necrons here. Oh, I should probably pick up this wild card at some point too. Let's crack a little pack. Oh, they have a premium campaign one? Oh, interesting. I'm not gonna get that though, I don't think. Although it's tempting when the reinforcement drops. See if we can open any goodies. Oh yeah, thanks Frick Knight. Yeah, we got there. Little unlucky, I think, on our opponent's part. Oh, I have to tell my I cannot be forging right now because I want to forge every duplicate I get from Genestealer Cult on Friday. I'm probably gonna do a big stream on Friday. Pretty excited for that. All right, let's just keep going. Hey, Replicate, welcome, guys. This is my best friend and mod. Oh, Cayman, I didn't see her. Out of the Tau cards, I'm missing Anshi, Long Strike for the Greater Good, Honored Ethereal, Elements, Experimental Drones, and Dark Strider. What would be the most important to prioritize with wild cards? Yeah, Cayman, yeah, I got you. Let me think about my hand. Okay. So we can Tyrant Guard on 3. That's pretty powerful. I mean, this hand's pretty decent. Broodlord's a little slow, though. Kind of want to see if we can get a 3 or 4. Okay. It is a rematch, yeah. So Cayman, I would say out of those, probably the most important ones, in my, I guess in this order, I'm trying to think, would be Long Strike, the Greater Good, Anshi, Honored Ethereal. And then I would say Dark Strider is probably the worst one. And then Elemental or Experimental Drones is very narrow. You have to play drones with that. So I would prioritize Long Strike for the Greater Good. Those are two just good in every Tau deck. And then Honored Ethereal and Anshi are good in most Tau decks. Yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm talking away. Oh, man, this snowballing kind of sucks, but there's not much we can do about that. Just got to heal ourselves. And then I think we're going to turbo out the Tyrant Guard. Hope that that can be good enough for us. Watching the baby. He's giving... Oh. Well, little baby trouble. Are we watching Coco Melon this morning, or like what's on the agenda? Already see how we'll get angry on those ambush troops. Yeah, Eminency, I'm not gonna lie, that specific mechanic to me is the scariest one. All right, I think I have to reconsider here now. Like, playing Tyrant Guard into this is pretty awful. I can't do nothing. But if I play Zoanthrope, the stats are a little bit more even. So I think that's better. I gotta get something on the board here. So I guess we'll hit here. But this is not good. Not a good position. Oh, thank you very much. Having a hard time. It's a lot. It's especially the legendaries. Like you really do want to optimize them, especially when you first start. So yeah, no worries. I'm actually, so guys, exciting stuff. I know this isn't terribly useful for veteran players, but when I first made content for this game, right before it released, I did like a whole go through of every faction of what you should craft for legendaries, epics, and rares. I have not done that in almost a year. And I had some requests about that. So once the dust kind of settles with Genestealers over the next week, I'm going to go back and do every single faction what I would recommend for legendaries, epics, and rares. And it's going to be a multiple video series, obviously. So have that to look forward to, came in once I get that out. Because it's been a while. The game has changed quite a lot over the time. All right, well, this isn't great. Just kind of got to deal with that. I can make them attack into this twice, potentially, by healing this. So I think that's what we're going to do. Sabotage is worse than ambush, believe me. Yeah, Frank, I believe that. I do think that that's probably more toxic. Sesame Street and Elmo's World. Oh, classics. Absolute classics. Genestealer Cult will be very strong against control decks, that's for sure. Hey, Doom. Welcome. Another best friend has entered the chat. Makes them burn cards, and then once the hand is full, they nuke your board. Yeah. Yeah, that does seem particularly toxic. Speaking of toxic, we're getting our face beaten in this game. And I don't know that we can stop it. Oh God. Ugh. All right, so I can take this off the board, but that means I'm not playing a 5-drop. God. But I think that's what I'm supposed to do in this position. This is terrible. I don't think we're winning this one, folks. Sadly. I'm excited. So many fun strategies to play. Yeah, there's tons, yeah. Feel like Sisters will be useless against Genestealer Cult. I'm sobbing. Yeah, GR, I think you're right, though. I mean, I think Genestealer Cults are inherently, let's say with Sabotage as a mechanic, are going to be very, very strong into any deck that wants to go late. I think that's fair to say out the gate. I think more than this Harkin is lucky, our opening hand was absolute garbage. Alright, so how can we possibly stabilize? We can slam our second Genestealer, hit this for 6, hit it for 2. We go to 9. And then we can like spend our turn trying to heal ourselves. The other option is play Zoanthrope, heal everyone, but there's no guarantee I can clear this. I think I have to do this. I don't think there's another way to try and stabilize here. And then I am gonna just throw some health on myself here because I've got leftover energy and I need to try and stay alive. Ugh, it's a rough game. Their counter is aggro. Yeah, I mean that'll definitely pull aggro into the format more. Swarmlord seems like it could be decent. Alright, well, this just continues to be terrible. I mean, this is basically lethal right here, right? So... I mean, I can play Tyrant Guard to soak one attack. But, like, what's even my out to this? I don't think I have one. So the other thing I could do is play, like, Zoanthrope, heal us 3 and hope we don't die. Honestly, I think we're dead either way, so I'm just going to get greedy. And pass the turns. This is 10 right here, so I imagine we're dead. Well, we beat one Harkin and lost to the other. Not too much to say about that, sadly. Yeah, okay. I am dead. GG's. Oh man, that was a rough hand and is still not a good matchup for us. But let's keep it going. Should have stealthed. Oh, stealth the Zoanthrope. I was like, we gotta heal here, is what I was thinking, but. Yeah. Alright, well, Harpy's not coming down for forever. We can keep them biomorphologies, though. Nice. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think we were dead to, like, virtually everything there. Ooh, okay. Honestly, yeah. It's Infinity Circuit. Doles. What's up, buddy? Playing some Galen. I really do love Galen. I think she's great. I think I am just going to fire off biomorphologies. I don't really know if there's going to be a turn later on that we can afford to play this. So I could get down Biomore, but I think this is better. They're definitely going to try and aggro us out, so we'll chill. Made him some oatmeal. He took 3 bites and was running again. And then I was putting his clothes on. He is on the move. He's up and going. That little boy is active. Active as heck. But glad Sesame Street is still in the rotation. That's a good one. I feel like they've done some great stuff on the show, from what I've heard. No attack. That's very surprising to me. Okay, so this is annoying. They get a pretty free attack on Biovore if I do that. Can't play nothing. So think of the 2 options. I think I prefer to do this. It obviously dies, but I think I'd rather this kind of trade with this thing than play this and get absolutely kind of brutalized. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. I think it's close. Also, came and get it. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, and feel free to check out the YouTube too if that's helpful. Flankers incoming. Yes. Yeah, is a very typical line. But I think I don't want the spider coming back, so I think that that's why that play is a little bit more preferable for me. As much as I want to deny them stones, I want to deny them this as well. The question is, do I want to run out Venomthrope into this? Not really. Pretty not ideal. It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this should be fine. I think. Hey, word bearers, welcome back to the stream, bud. It's going. We went 5-0 with Grukk this morning. Grukk is still just so freaking good. And now we're trying to build that KF51 sent over some Neurothrope spore nonsense. Yeah, he's a handful. He sure is. Thank you, Tim, for your helpful commentary. Supporting both your content is super. Oh yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. It means a lot. So I just do this for fun, you know. Okay, this kind of sucks because I kind of need to kill this. But I also want to get value out of my Zoanthrope. So I think I am going to play the Venomthrope here. I don't love it, personally. But, like, we're not going to get that much value out of this unit, I don't think. And I'd rather save Zoanthrope for next turn to Enhanced Organism. And I need to put something on the board. We can also run out the Harpy, of course, too. So. I'm still not convinced on this card, personally, but people have been telling me it's good. So. FF. Have they still not attacked me yet? I'm like, maybe they're playing like Reclaim the Stars. I'm so surprised that we're not getting just like beaten. Okay, now they are. Got it. Okay. Ooh, we got the Cysty boy, the Sporocysty. All right, so what are their answers to Harpy? It's basically like, oh, it's the Crimson Hunter. Crimson Hunter plus an attack would kill it. I also want to get value out of this guy. And we can just play it all in one turn. But Zoanthrope is also just such a good unit. It also has armor on it, but I guess can get blasted as well if they're running Fire Prism. I think I prefer this. I'm not convinced about this. I'm gonna be honest, but yeah. What's the worst faction in your opinion? Like, which is the worst to start with playing on trying to get a buddy into the game? The worst. So worst I would kind of think about in terms of like the new player experience, in terms of like the skill level. Well, that sucks. It's a good question. I'm gonna go with probably Sisters of Battle. They have a very high skill ceiling. Like, you really have to know what you're doing, and they're pretty underpowered compared to every other faction. So I would not recommend them out the gate personally. Yeah. I would probably stay away from them. Deny the stone. Yeah, GR says sisters. Yeah, sisters of battle I would shy away from. But honestly, everything else I would go for. I would say in terms of ease of how like how to understand them, like chaos is pretty easy to understand. People tend to like them a lot. Um, I would say the same about Space Marines. I would say the same about um, who else? Yeah, I can think about other recommendations. Let's throw the armor one. Much as I want to ping, I want the health. Nice. Okay, I was kind of hoping it works like that. Put the guard down? I could, but I kind of want to get value out of the synapse triggers. Alright, that's fair. Figured they were playing Fire Prison. It does seem very good. They don't really have any other good attacks unless they... Okay, yeah. Alright. Oh, that's annoying. I was kind of hoping it went here. Alright, I'm going to have to trade some health. I think we want to clear this. And then I think we just go double 5 drop. I could also trade it straight up, though. That's pretty tempting. Yeah, I think our health is low enough that I just make this trade. I don't love it, but I think it's probably what we need to do. I think it's still smart to deny the stones. This is annoying into our armor unit, of course, but being on 1 to 2 stones for Galen is pretty annoying, I think. SOB won't keep a new player. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Oh man, you're really, you want to play this very differently, GR. That's interesting. Missed the guard harpy combo. Yeah, but it's so easy for them to clear the guard against this deck. Like, Eldar have so much ranged advantage over us. Like, guard is not doing much, I don't think. I don't know. I'll go back and look. I mean, obviously, I'm just learning this deck, so. But, alright, well. I think we kind of have to do this, which sucks. But don't have any other way to clear it. Oh, we're out of cards. See how this goes. Yeah, I think guard is awful in this kind of matchup anyway, and I had 10 energy, so I think I just want to use as much energy as I can to get on board. We've kind of been fighting for this the whole game. Alright, well. Yep. Yep. I'm so confused by this playstyle. I don't know why I wouldn't get smacked for 4 there. I'm really, really surprised by this. Alright, well, we got to clear here. And then I think, so what, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, at this point, denying the stones is just not going to do that much, I don't think. So, should I just use all the cards in my hand and give this extra health? kind of want to wait for a Synapser. Six health means that this is probably going to die anyway, though, next turn. I think that's fine. Make them maybe trade a little bit more into it and just hope we can get a Synapser to get some value to get back in the game. Yeah, I think we're kind of out of this. I mean, I'm glad that we're going into late game. I think Doles could have killed us way sooner if they had gone more aggro. I'm very surprised that they're not just beating us down. I imagine they'll start this turn. Yeah, like I guess maybe they were really waiting to establish to feel like they could go for it or something. All right, well, I think we're a little too far behind at this point. I gotta say, definitely gonna do this. I could try and whittle this down. I think we do that. How much is it? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I think we have to heal ourselves here. We don't have to play it this turn, though. We could still wait for a Synapser. But yeah, I think we're a little screwed. I think we're a little screwed. Get a little spore. They get a million stone. There's their stars. Okay. All right. So they're playing Reclaim the Stars. I still think that, like, I'm still a little surprised that they would play this game this slow, though. I guess if you feel like you have inevitability with Reclaim, then that's reasonable. Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is more than enough. It's an interesting playstyle for Galen. I really like to play her aggressively. So I can heal myself 9. Yeah. GG Stills, you got it. I'm not feeling this build, I gotta say. No shade at all, but this seems pretty soft to some of the meta decks. I don't know how competitive this kind of build can be. It can go off. I can see where it can go off, but I think it's, I'm not sure about the consistency of the deck. So, but it's fun to try different stuff. I think if I'm gonna play like a more control-y play style, I'm just gonna play Tervigon because it's just got more that it can do. I'm not sold on this card. I think it's not hard to take advantage of the fact that it's when the enemy attacks you. I'm not sure that that's strong enough, but it's good to try it out for a little bit. Yeah, GG's Doles. I was kind of like wondering why you weren't beating me down, but I sort of figured because you weren't that you were running Reclaim, and then I definitely couldn't. I had no more cards, and you're definitely able to just kill me at a certain point. But it was good to play a game. We haven't played a game in a little while. Very annoying to get it. Have you liked Reclaim Galen over more of like an aggro tempo style? Because I've been going back and forth on it. But I could kind of see how that playstyle makes sense, right? You can make a troop every turn. You can kind of like play your flankers when you need to, and then you just reclaim later and go off. So that's maybe a style of that deck I should try a bit more. Definitely learned a lot from that game, I feel like, in terms of how you can play Galen differently. Because I do like playing her as aggro. Reclaim. Okay. Hey, you don't need to tell me twice. Because this is my very classic beat down aggro style. Running double fire prism. Also running a sky runner for like when they're able to clear, and then just collecting stones and aggroing them out. This list has been doing pretty well for me, but I could kind of see why your style might work better into a lot of the meta right now. It's better to use Eliac for aggro. See, I've been trying him for aggro the last couple days, and I just still think that Galen is better. Um, because I think you kind of have to run like because you're lighter on stones with Eliac. I feel like there's some kind of awkwardness there. Whereas with Gale, I feel like I can always kind of adjust to the tempo of the game. Hemlock is worth any more. Oh, you don't think Hemlock is worth playing? I cut down to one. I still was kind of happy with one in the list. But okay, but I would be interested to try your version as well though. So I imagine you're kind of running. I saw the Fire Prism. You're also running the 4 cost Warlock. I imagine you're probably not running Sky Runner. And then you're probably running double Wraithblade, like all the good. All the good. Are you running double Reclaim? Or are you running one? Yeah, maybe we'll tweak this a little bit. I've been very happy with this kind of aggro build, but maybe it's not as optimized as it could be. I've personally really liked Anvir with Reclaim, kind of over Gale with Reclaim, but I haven't really given it that much of a try either. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, hey, if you don't mind sharing, that'd be great. Because I'm just curious about it. No Junith gameplay. I don't want to play Junith without the the key cards. It feels kind of depressing. It's not unwinnable, but it just feels not great. I guess. All right, so we've got 40 minutes until the reveal and until I basically have to hop off. So I think let's take a look at Dole's list because I'm interested in that. Um, and then I don't know. Then maybe we could do some discussing of, and I also have to set up for the stream that we can watch Pirates channel together. So maybe we'll do a little bit of talking and kind of wrap up. But I kind of want to do one game with Dole's list and see how it feels. Bum, bum, bum. Play a Wraith Knight deck. Yeah, BJ I think has played Wraith Knight here and there. It's not really my cup of tea, but it's something. Mm. I think the code is out Friday. Yeah, usually comes out when they come out. Man, I just love playing Grukk. I feel like I just want to put some time into that. I'll probably do a little off stream today. All right. Well, while Doles is working on that, let's talk meta for week 1 of ranked so far. So, and I'll kind of use the decks to illustrate this. I have so many decks now. This is kind of crazy. I actually cut some decks down the other day because I was like, this is too much. Too much crap everywhere. All right. So here's, things may have shifted a little bit, but my feeling right now is that if I had to put kind of like the top deck, to me, it's Necron's Scarabs. Now, a lot of people have adjusted to it and are teching against it. Just to throw up an example, this is... I love this. Unga Bunga Scarabs by Slither. Like, you can tech against this deck, but it can still just sometimes be too resilient to lose. I think that this is probably one of the scarier breakout decks in the format that was not there before. So I think that Necrons is really up there. I think that the Grukk list, or Grukk mid-range-ish, whatever we want to call it, I also think that's tier 1 right now. I just think that it's incredibly consistent. You can adjust to basically every game plan. And you can... I just feel like you can make your opponent basically have no way to deal with you. Tyler, I saw you say that the other day, and that cracked me up. Okay, so GR, your list is Keltalk number 1, Scarab 2, 3 Mayo, 4 Grukk. You really think Omysos is that? I think Anva is better than Omysos. But maybe I just am sleeping on Omysos a little bit. And I would put Anva tier, like top of tier 2 is where I would put him. To me, I think that although Keltalk has kind of broken out, I think it's tier 2. I wouldn't say that it's tier 1. I think that Scarabs is tier 1, I think Grukk is tier 1, and I think Swarmlord is tier 1. Those 3 I feel very sure of. Just judging by how many players are playing the decks and how many players are finding success with them, I think that Scarabs, Grukk, and Tyranids are kind of the front runners of tier 1 for me. And then I think Anva is like the top of tier 2. I think Junith is solidly tier 2 now. I think Anvir is tier 2. Maybe Anvir and Anva are close. Maybe Anvir edges that out. I also think Turvagon is like tier 2 to 1.5. That's kind of where I would put that. It's not a good climbing deck necessarily, but I think it's a strong and resilient strategy. And then I guess I would put Omysos somewhere in there. And I would also put Galen in tier 2, and I would put Eliak in tier 2 as well. Hey, Shockman. Poor Marines. Yeah, Marines are solidly tier 3 now, I would say. I saw him 3rd. He's Junith tier 2? Yeah, and 20% of matches. Really? Okay, and Doles, you're saying Junith is tier 1. This is interesting. We've got some conflicting opinions here. Doles, did you send the list somewhere? Because I do want to see your list if you got time. Yeah, sadly, I think the Space Marines are going to be struggling for a little bit. Oh, word. Okay, no worries. I'm a Junith player in Legendary. I know her after like 300. I trust you. I trust you, K51. How's Warshaper feeling? Warshaper is feeling inconsistent, is what I would say. Like, I think Warshaper is probably like This is the build that I've enjoyed. Honestly, I think double Fusillade is something that I would adapt. It's so good with Flesh Shaper. Um, it actually makes a huge difference. So I think that's something I'm going to change here is probably cut. Actually, I'm just going to do it now. I'm going to cut a Lone Spear. I think one has been fine. Two is not feeling so good a lot of the time. But I actually think Fusillade does quite a lot of work as a stratagem. So Worshiper, I think, is like tier 2, tier 2.5. Like, people have been grinding with it, but I think it just has some really rough matchups and can really struggle, like, in terms of not getting on the board early. It just kind of flops, is my kind of opinion on that. Yeah, Worshiper is really fun. Have I talked Genestealers yet? Oh, not yet, Shockman. We're kind of in the talking portion of the stream, so we definitely will. I want to go over the reveals that have been out so far. So you know what? Before I get ahead of myself, let me set up. Um, yeah, let me set up that overlay as well. So, but we can kind of talk as we're going. Okay, so Doles, when you have a second, can you kind of explain a little bit why you think Junith is tier 1? I think she's solidly tier 2 now. I feel like the decks have been more optimal. But I will say the caveat is you have to have the 40 Forge card. I think your win rate is not consistent enough on the draw, like going second with Junith, if you do not have the 40 Forge card. So that's kind of the caveat to me putting her in tier 2. I think she's 2.5 if you don't have that. She's consistent. That's so surprising to me. I think she's consistently good in matchups where they go late, or if she hits Relics of St. Catherine on 4 or 6, or has like a good Astrid like infantry, the reduced infantry card. But I don't find that I think she's good in the matchup she's good in, but I think her matchup spread is not great. To me anyway, but hmm, that's a fair point, Shockman. People are definitely grinding more with sisters than I had anticipated. 38. I think Tau is higher. Yeah, Tyranids. Space Marine at 35 with Orcs. And then obviously I mean, maybe because the meta has changed so much, maybe this is closer to tier 1 than I'm giving it credit. I don't see it from my own experience with them. But I'm also short legendaries, so I don't really play it that much. But when I play against it, the thing is, my general feeling is why I don't think they're consistent is because fighting Space Marine at the moment. Good luck, my friend. um, I feel like Junith's like gameplay is very binary. It's either you're getting kind of run over and not accumulating faith, or you're snowballing like turns 4 and up or like 5 and up. You've got your relics, you've got the right answers at the right time, and then you are basically 100% to win going into the late game. But I just don't know how consistent that is. I lost with him on 1 HP. Oh no. Oh, you're playing Eldar too, right? Yeah, that's not an easy matchup if he's playing Orcs, which I imagine he is. You don't have the Relic of Prayer or a solid early game. She just loses to more inconsistent. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. And you need the Forge card to be consistent. Yeah, yeah. I think KF51 and I are kind of aligned here. But yeah, I mean, I think Shockman and Dole's like, I think you make good points, and maybe maybe my experience playing with and against them has just been less consistent. Like, I would be really curious to talk to like Papa Beard and some of these other kind of veterans of the game who also are like picking up sisters and finding like a pretty noticeable level of success. Um, because I don't know how much more exploration there is with these decks, but Doles, you really feel like the level 20 defense card is enough? The +1 to Warlord and adjacent units? I mean, that is like sometimes decent. I so okay, so let me ask you this, Doles. Do you feel like Junith can have a consistent win rate going second? That's kind of like, I feel like it's a coin flip. If she's on the play, her win rate is definitely increased by like probably 10 to 20%. But on the draw, I don't see that. This much talking about the sisters. You need the few legos to play. That's true. I don't know. I agree with tier 2. Says Shockman. Without the level 20 or 40 defense, no. I really don't think the level 20 makes a difference, personally. Like a noticeable percentage shift, but interesting. Yeah, I would put them tier 2. I felt like sisters overall were tier 2.5 before the rank system. Now I think they're coming up a little bit because of the diversity, but I still don't think they have the consistent win rate to keep up with other factions. But the leaderboard is kind of telling a different story. So, are those players like Tarquil, yeah, Lionel, Papa Beer, like, are they doing something different? Like, is it a build difference? Is it kind of like a matchup? Like, is there some sort of edge that they're getting that other players are not with sisters? Because that is possible, and maybe that's somehow there's a difference there. You can clear 3 HP for free on turn 1. That's true. I mean, I think that there is understandable like use cases for the level 20 Forge card. Oh, thank you, Duels. But I think that I just feel like the level 40 Forge card is like your best shot at winning going second. And I feel like it's pretty hard to win going second otherwise. Into certain matchups, right? Like into more aggro tempo matchups, they struggle. But how much have you played with Junith and not against her? Okay, K51. I don't think we're crying wolf. I think we're all just sharing our opinion here. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement in the sense of like what factors are important for sisters to be successful. It just sounds like maybe Dole's view, and you can tell me, Dole's, if I'm wrong here. It sounds like you're giving them a little bit more weight in terms of their consistency than maybe KF51 and like maybe Shockman are. But again, I wouldn't say that I'm an expert here because I don't play them because I'm missing cards. I just play against them, and obviously I've done a lot of talking to Avlane and KF51 and Stradivarius and like a lot of passionate people about sisters. So, like I feel like I have a decent understanding of them, but I will say the leaderboard is telling a story that I would not have guessed, and so there's something happening there, I think. So they play a half aggro, half sticky Junith. Oh, that's interesting. Half aggro, half... Huh. Yeah, so maybe the build is also giving them an edge. I can see that happening. Okay, that's enough of me rambling about things that I maybe am not that much of an expert in. Let me grab that list from Doles. I think just because of the time, guys, we'll probably wrap up gameplay for today just here. But I do want to build this deck real quick from Doles. And thank you for sharing it. I really appreciate it. I know a lot of folks don't like to share their builds these days in terms of competition, so I appreciate you sharing that, Doles. Okay. Imagine this is like fairly similar. I'm just going piece by piece here. Double mask. Sometimes I don't go double mask with her, but I think with a more control event, that makes a bit more sense. Oh, you know what? I'm missing a warp spider. I'm actually missing a warp spider, so might have to sub something from that. As strange as it is, I just never pull it. Yeah, double Eldritch, double... God, Howling Banshee has to be one of my favorite cards in the game. I don't know if that's lame to say, but... Oh, one Vengeful Birthblade, okay. I do actually tend to like that more. One Crimson Hunter. Ooh. I love Crimson Hunter, though. Kalinaris. Double Fire Prism, which I do think is very good right now. Double Reclaim. And Wailing Doom. Wait, what am I missing here? Skip over something? Oh, Striking Scorpion. Whoops. And something else? Guardian Defender, range. Hold on. I'm missing Windrider, Banshee, Shredder, Striking Scorpion, Warp Spider. I'm missing one. Double Eldritch. Double Howling Banshee. Oh, you're not running Dance of Death. Okay, you're running Inadu, Witchblade, Infinity Circuit, Wraithblade. Crimson Hunter, Kalinaris, Double Prison, Double Reclaim. Wait, why am I missing 3 cards here? Place the spider with Scorpion X Arch. Oh, gotcha. Am I crazy? What am I missing here, Doles? So I'm short a spider, so we sub this in. Are you not running like Spirit Seer? Then you're not running Dance of Death? Just waiting for the guards. Oh, I've been waiting for the guards the whole time too. I'm so excited for them. Oh, the war. Jesus, thank you. I can't read or see apparently. Interesting. All right. Sweet. I'm gonna work on that. I want to play a bit of that at some point. All right. Bear with me, folks. Let me get us set up on my other screen. I'll just put the battle log up for today. I don't know if anyone cares about that. Or yeah, so people can see where I'm at with the rankings. Yeah, Avatar of Kane's still bad with the buff. Yeah, I don't think 2 health matters. I think with the recent buffs to some vehicles, that Wild Host is much better now. Yeah, you know, Tyler, I'm playing a Wild Host 1-of in my Gale meta deck, or Gale aggro deck, and I'm playing a 1-of in my Zephyr Blade as well. I tend to agree. I think there's some interesting play there. I really want to get Tau to 3k, Eldar to 3k, and Orc to 3k. And then I think I'm either going to push 3k with Tyranids or the new faction, or maybe Necrons. That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, so let me... Oh, I'm going to have to switch this. All right, sorry, folks. This is going to take a sec for me to do. Because I want to make sure it's all set up for Pirate at 11. Okay, so go... Okay, yeah, this is from when Harry and I did our video, but I think it's gonna make me do it again. Yeah, let me delete this for now. Okay. Sorry about the noises. All right, so we're gonna add window capture, new source. Genestealers, there we go. And I don't know why the sizing is always a little weird with this. Okay. I think you guys should be able to see this all right. Okay, and then I have to add my camera again. This is always like massive. All right, there we go. Let's make me small. I don't need to be big here. Okay, and then I think that's good because the chat will be here. Myself a little smaller. Okay, so that's kind of expand this a little bit. Yeah, because we're gonna do it this way, right? Yeah, so you guys we can see the chat as well. Okay, cool. That should be good. And then I can put a chat box for you guys. Let's do that. Probably an easier way to do this. I'm just not that oh, that's weird. That's a weird looking chat box. But yeah, I guess that's fine. So I do want to show his chat. I imagine the cards are going to be in the middle of the screen. So I think if I, oh Jesus Christ, no, it's not what I meant to do. That I can move over. All right, that's enough. Where did this stupid chat box go? Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry that I didn't mean to scare anyone here. Is this just not showing up? All right. I don't know why. I don't know why it does this whenever I do window share. It just will not cooperate with like the chat box. Okay. Well, I'll be looking at your chat, guys. Don't worry. Okay. This should be a good setup for us. So now I can switch back to this. So let me go back. And I'm going to add... I want to look at the current reveals with you guys so we can do a little talking. Let's see. What's the best way to do this? Is the question. I'm going to go to reveals, just because I know probably everyone hasn't seen them. Honestly, for ease, I might just share my screen here. Let's go back. Let's close this. Let's go add source. Screen capture. Actually, let's see if this will let me do what I want it to do. Haha! Okay. I know you guys can't see me right now, but I figured that that's fine. Okay. Let's talk some Genestealers. Sorry, I gotta get myself sorted here. Okay, that was my mechanic I shared. Alright, let's go to the top. Sweet. Alright, let me check in with you guys now. Sabotage cards are insanely broken. Alright, so let's talk about this, right? So, for those who don't know, let's go to Sabotage rules text here. So, Sabotage. There are 4 different Sabotage cards which you can collect or use in your deck normally, or cannot collect or use in your deck normally. Instead, these are created in battle and added to the enemy hand. Your enemy can play them like normal stratagems, at which point they have no effect, other than wasting energy. While they stay in the enemy hand, though, Sabotage cards occupy 1 hand slot and can cause a negative effect each turn. There's a lot of power in this thing. Especially if anyone's played Grukk, if anyone's played Reclaim the Stars, like there are plenty of strategies where like your hand size actually really matters. And you actually have to be managing it throughout the game. And this entire concept really, really changes like how to manage that, which is kind of crazy. So you've got something like Poison Supplies where at the end of your turn, your troops take 1 damage. For some builds, maybe this won't matter, but this is still pretty annoying, and you've got to pay 2 energy to get it out of your hand. So that's Poison Supply. And then, obviously not a Sabotage card, but it does obviously trigger Sabotage. So Achilles Ridge Runner, 6 energy, 6 health, 3/5. So rough stats of like Squig Buggy. So it's I imagine this is going to be pretty decent. Flank, strike, create a random sabotage in their hand. So this is going to be a 2-for-1 in most cases where you're trading with something and creating a negative effect of their hand. And if somehow you get to do it twice, it's insane. Probably my favorite of the Shockman. Yeah, you're excited for Sabotage. I'm excited to maybe play with it. I'm not so excited to play against it. But I do think it's an interesting angle, and I know the Alpha Legion is very polarizing too in HHL. Some people love it, some people hate it. I kind of understand why. Poison Supply will reduce to 1 cost, or people are going to freak out. It single-handedly ruins Sisters as a fact. Well, Tyler, you might be right about that. It might be right about that. This looks so fun. Yeah, came in. I will say, like, especially for a new player and especially for someone like I also have not played with this kind of style except very, very like once or twice when I drafted in HHL, I think. So yeah. All right, let's take a look at some other. Okay, so Cold Sentinel 5/5/5/5. When your opponent plays a stratagem, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. So, obviously, combos well because they're going to have to play the stratagems out. I'm not going to lie, this unit is a bit of a brick, like in terms of stats. It has no other text. So it is going to hurt to kind of clear. But, like, I'm also not... I don't know how good this is. Like, I think this is like a 1 of. I don't know that I would run 2. But punishing them, like burning them a bit for doing that is kind of insult to injury. So maybe this card's better than I thought. Massive mind games incoming? Oh, definitely. So do Sabotage count as stratagem? Yes, they do. But they're only generated from certain units. So here's another one. Another Sabotage card, Jam Communications. When you play a stratagem, your Warlord takes 1 damage. So, Anva's not going to be happy about this. Turbigon, some other, 1 damage is not a ton, though. Like, still annoying. Still certainly annoying. But, yeah, for some decks, this is going to be, you're going to want to get this out of your hand as soon as possible. I think the question is, like, how early can you generate Sabotage? Because the earlier it happens, the better it is. I think the later it happens, the worse it is. Because you just have more energy to work with. Jam communication seems more balanced to poison supply. Same with makeshift barricade. Yeah, those do seem a little better. And then we got neophyte specialist 2132. It's like kind of whatever stats. Choose the sabotage and add it to the enemy hand. But yeah, they're gonna play it. So this is they're gonna trade 1 health to kill this, which is, you know, nothing crazy. And then but you're gonna get a sabotage in their hand early. So it is, I think this is correctly statted. You don't want to have to trade too much to get this off the board. And then you get that sabotage rolling as soon as possible. So that's the sabotage package we've seen so far. And now we move on to ambush. And this mechanic I'm still trying to wrap my head around. So when a troop with ambush is deployed, your opponent can't see which troop it is until it receives damage or attacks. So if you have AoE damage, you'll reveal it. They won't see the artwork or description or the stats, not even the amount of energy. It's going to be a question mark. Moreover, if the troop leaves ambush during your turn, it will trigger an additional effect specific to you. So the cost to revealing their ambush cards is that they get the ambush ability, like the static kind of effect, but you can see what it is. So this ambush, I do think, is going to be more dependent on the matchup in terms of power level, but inherently has quite a bit of power to it, I think. Oh, sorry, Tyler. The last guy. Oops, not that. Choose the sabotage. Yeah, so it'll be of 3 options. So we may not get the one we want. That's true. Yeah, so this might not be so good. Yeah, but imagine if you had several jam comms in your hand. That's, yeah, oh, for sure, Doles. It adds up quick. It adds up very quick, so it really just depends on how many sabotages can get in there. So basically you can reveal ambush by attacking or like doing AoE damage or something like that. But they're still going to get the value on the card. And so then it just depends on how powerful the ambush cards are. And you have 0 information and have to kind of play into it. So I think ambush is going to be pretty strong. Shockman, ambush kind of scares me. Yeah, I feel similar. So let's look at the stats, right? 3, 4, 1, 4. On 3, 4 health, right? You're going to use a warlord and maybe like a cheap flanker. So on 3, you're not going to see anything, right? And then you could try and guess and hit ranged or something, but then it's going to get pumped, right? So if you straight up don't have a way to get this off the board, it's then going to hit you back for 6. So like even if you reveal this thing, right? Like it's getting decent value. Whether it's going to kill something or punch for 4, then get the buff and die, or you try to take it off the board guessing, and then it gets pumped. And if you can't clear, then you get punished for revealing it. Is ambush stronger than shuriken since they can attack if they kill with the ambush ability? Wait, is ambush stronger than shuriken since they... Not sure what you mean, came in. Maybe I'm not understanding. Ambush only occurs on the owner's turn, not when attacked into. But moreover, if the troop leaves ambushed, during your turn. Thank you, Tyler. It will trigger an additional. Okay, so scratch what I just said. So you can do some guesswork. You can try and punish like on a certain energy, right? Because it's only on their turn that they get the ambush effect. That's my bad. I misread that. So okay, that's less powerful than I thought actually. I thought it was kind of like you get this no matter what. You only get it if it leaves ambush on your turn. Got it. So you can punish this a little bit, but you know if you guess wrong, it is still kind of tough. You have to actually do the ambush to get that makes so much more sense, because when I first read this, I was like, that seems way too good, being double-sided. Also, I've got my eye on the time. We've got about 4 minutes before I'll switch this over here. So Acolyte Hybrid, I still think is like pretty decent stats. Then we've got Neophyte Heavy, 3/3/1/5, right? So this is one, maybe if you guess correctly, it's easier to clear. And it's deal 2 damage to a random enemy after it ambushes. Very, very like lopsided stats. So I think that is a weakness of the ambush cards. I mean, I think they're smart to do that because it kind of rewards if you get the right coin flip or get the right guess, I guess. So we've got things like Hulking Aberrant. I feel like the higher cost ones are going to be, I don't know, like easier, not necessarily easier to spot, but like these two are on 3, right? So you don't really know if there isn't at least one, if there's more than one option on the same energy, it's going to be harder to guess. But if there's like one 6 cost guy, there's one 5 cost, then you kind of know what's happening. You just have to kind of keep track of it. So, but yeah, ambush, gain +3. Concuss, I mean, this thing hits like a truck. And then concusses them, but we'll kind of see how that plays out. Lying in wait. This is a card I think should not be underestimated. And that's more because of what I'm thinking with Uprising, but so 2 energy, return a friendly troop to your hand and reduces cost 2/1. So we've got Trail Shaper, right, which is 3 energy, bounce an infantry unit, reduces cost to 1. I thought it was going to be broken. Turns out that it's not. It's good. It has some value to it, but it's not like crazy. So lying in wait is probably because you have to be able to play the troop first to then bounce it and reduce its cost. So I think this is not going to be like broken or anything necessarily, but I do think this is why this is a support card for Uprising. It's also a support card for Ambush, but I think it's going to be more utilized in Uprising from what I could tell. We'll talk about that. Then Subterranean Ambush, I think this is also very relevant for Uprising. Choose a friendly troop that died this battle and deploy it. Still also relevant for Ambush, so there's a bit of crossover between Uprising and Ambush because they both care about things that enter the battlefield. And 5 energy for a troop that died. It's only going to give you 3 options over the course of the game. It feels a little overcosted to me, but because I guess it's over the course of the game, it could be more powerful. Kind of wondering how the RNG is going to work with this when many things have died. But I guess we'll kind of see. Yeah. Is that it? Yeah, that's it for Ambush. Okay. And for those who didn't see my video yesterday, it's a bit of a block of text about how Uprising works. Got 2 minutes on the clock. So basically, when an Uprising unit comes into play, the troop that you play after it will then trigger the first troop's ability. Right? So it's a combo mechanic which provides bonuses to playing things at the same time. And then a troop doesn't need to be deployed from hand. They could also be summoned, and that will also count. So relevant cards for this, right? So this is a cheap Upriser that deals 1 damage to a random enemy. A lot of people are saying they wouldn't put this in their deck. I just think you're gonna need cheap things so that when you play a higher cost Uprising card, you then play this afterward because it's cheap and you get your Uprising trigger. I could be wrong, but I think that this card has quite a bit of value in Uprising. Yeah, I agree, Shockman. It's hard to tell how good this is going to be. But it's one of the more interesting... I don't know. I think it's an interesting take on what we've seen before. Then Summon the Cult, deploy 2 random 2-cost Genestealers. I really just need to see what the pool of 2-cost Genestealers looks like to judge if this card is good or not. But it's very synergistic with Uprising because you're getting 2 troops. So if you play 2 Uprising troops and then you play this, each Uprising troop you played on 1/2, then you get 2 troops, 3/4. It'll count multiple triggers. So I do think that this card is a little bit stronger than we would expect. Open Insurrection. The invulnerable part of this card doesn't matter. I think it's the Uprising ability that matters. If you can stick troops and then get bonus value for their uprising again the following turn, that's a pretty big swing, I think. Don't sabotage my hand, Tim. I'll try not to, Frank. Okay, let me cut it there. Let's switch over. Okay. And then let me get the music. Yes. I'll adjust the volume for you guys. When a troop in ambush attacks, the effect from ambush is resolved before the attack. If that... Oh, that's right. I forgot about that rule. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Ambushes was... So, wait. When a troop is ambush attacks... If that attack makes the attack invalid, neophyte and heavy ability deals damage and could kill the target, then the attack is cancelled and the troop can still attack the turn to a different target, though it no longer remains hidden and won't trigger the ambush effect a second time. Oh, right. Now I see the parallel with Shuriken. Okay. I see what you're saying. In some situations, I think, yeah. Beers for the beer god. If you guys don't know, Pirate usually just gets absolutely hammered on stream. He's a great guy. The ambush that kills units is even better than Shuriken. Yeah. Okay, good point, you guys. Let me know if you can hear this.
What's up, everyone? I am Pirate and today I have a new reveal video for you guys. This one is about the Genestealer Cults expansion. This faction will come out on the 16th of August, and I'm excited to show you some new cards, so let's do this. Alright, so the very first card we have is called Neophyte Hybrid.
Oh, another random sabotage, 2 energy.
1 melee attack, 3 range attack, and 3 health.
This is a stickier unit.
Create a random sabotage in the enemy hand. So
two sabotage, 2 drops.
Card, you know, with the low cost. It doesn't do a whole lot here. The ambush trade here doesn't matter too much if the enemy goes range or melee, I guess, especially if you play that early. The effect is nice, but, you know, for it to happen, it needs to not be damaged in any way. So, I'm not too sure if this is going to be really played early, but
I think
we'll see if it combos up with other cards. Let's move on. Our next card is called Cult Propaganda. It is a 2 energy cost.
Oh, it's a different sabotage.
At the end of your turn, create a Neophyte Initiate.
Oh, that's my 1-drop.
Alright, so this is the last sabotage. You guys will have already seen the other tree.
Here's the crossover for sabotage and uprising, kinda.
As a reminder, you see what it actually gives you. So it is a pretty annoying sabotage to have in your hand, because you're gonna keep giving that opponent
neophytes,
you know, over and over again. This troop works with uprising, which means it's gonna trigger every time you play something in a troop after it, etc., etc. So overall, another annoying sabotage card to deal with. Now let's move to our next card.
Okay.
Our next card is called Goliath Truck. It is a 7 energy cost vehicle with 5 melee attack, 7 range attack, 7 health, and 1 armor. Its description is Armor 1. Strike, deploy 2 Neophyte Hybrid. So the Neophyte Hybrids are the very first card I showed you guys in this video. So basically, this is not a bad truck. A bad truck. It is not a bad vehicle for a rare card, you know? Like, it's got the armor and the elf.
It's pretty beefy.
So already it's annoying to deal with. And the effect is pretty good. Deploying 2 troops right on board, right there. It's pretty alright. So, all in all, not a bad vehicle, not at all, I think.
To take its nerf, but this is fine. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, what?
2 energy cost infantry with 5 melee attack, 0
what is this?
and 1 health. Its description is can't attack. Takes 1 damage at the start of your turn. Ambush, deal 2 to 3 damage to all enemies. So this is another ambush card.
What
this
the
one
heck?
though is a bit different in the fact that whatever the opponent do, it will die to any sort of bash that deals at least 1 damage or anything. It dies to anything. But the effect is pretty nice. I mean, if it gets to live, if you have other things.
But it takes 1 damage at the start of your turn.
So it's not the greatest, but it only costs 2, right? So I mean, maybe it can combo off. So alright, let's move on. And our very last card is called Reductus Saboteur.
Okay.
It is 6 energy cost.
Legendary.
With 3 melee attack, 5 range attack, and 6 health. His description is Stealth, Blast 4, artifice deployed a concealed explosives.
6 drop
Alright,
stealth.
so this is
Decent
really
stats. Blast 4.
Like, the Blast 4, it's everything
Jesus.
in this. Like, yes, the artifice deploys a troop, and the opponent will know what it is, so he needs only to attack the range to get rid of it, but this guy is very good at crowd control. He's got stealth, so he's
detonates on your turn, 5 melee to punish anyone who attacks into it. Interesting.
It will be played definitely just for the Blast 4 with stealth. That's really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely a strong card, and that will be played for sure. Alright, that was all I had for you guys today.
No warlords, dang it.
Let me know what you think of those cards in the comments. Okay. Are you excited for this new faction? Are you excited for those Genestealers cult? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys hopefully in the stream someday when I get my shit together with the stream.
Yes,
I'm very
pirate.
sorry about that, but eventually, okay. So have a good one and take it easy.
Yeah, I think he's really busy. Man, that was quick. That flew by. Did they have the new reveals in? Oh, right. We didn't even talk about some of the other reveals. Okay. All right. Well, I'll wrap that up, and then I sadly have to get going. Okay. That was very quick and interesting. Master Sabotager. That vehicle is going to be everywhere. Yeah, I really want to see these warlords. Yeah, I'm so curious myself. All right. Well, I think we did most of mine. Yeah, there's the Icon Bearer, which also makes the Neophyte. There's quite a lot of neophyting. And then Killer Morph, it's like kind of a wild... Oh, jeez. No. Let me switch this back. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I really want to see the Warlord. So, who else is on the schedule? It's Aquaman, I think. Where is... Scroll up to the schedule. Aquaman, where are you? Oh no, it's Pirate now, and then there's Todo Estrategia in 2 hours, which is going to be in Spanish. Okay, interesting. And then tomorrow we have 3 reveals. I wonder if they're going to save the Warlords for tomorrow. That would be interesting. Yeah, I'm dying to know that. I'm really dying to know that. Okay, let's wrap up my little chat here. Right, and then we saw these from Ecclesiarch. Yeah, so deal 4 damage to a random enemy. Repeat this effect for each sabotage in the opponent's hand. It's definitely a big payoff for the early Sabo stuff. So that should be kind of sweet. Yeah, Barricade just sits in your hand, clogs up your hand. It's a funny concept. Everyone is saying High Fleet of Arrival is the card to be playing as the end game. 10 energy. Deal damage to all enemies equal to the number of cards in their enemy hand. Yeah, I'm interested. I mean, it's probably appropriately costed. If it were cheaper, it might be too strong, but I'm also like 10 energy is a lot. And then Clamavus seems like a decent kind of utility unit in Sabo decks for slowing things down. Stun an enemy, and then you get a Vox Hacker, which is 1 energy, choose a Sabo, and add it to the enemy hand. So there are quite a few cheap ways. They'll add the other reveals. So wait, Tyler, were you saying that the 3 energy it's the 3 energy guy that we saw. He only gets it when he attacks? I missed that, if that was the case. Alright, let me get rid of window capture. Yes, we'll go back to this. Yeah, that is the sabotage finisher for sure. For sure. So the idea with the 3-cost ambush dudes is you have to guess which it is and get punished hard for getting it wrong. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't guess and leave them be, they get a huge buff when ambushing. Yeah, so I guess it makes you play into them. Yeah, it's I think what's tough is it's hard to visualize like kind of the tempo, like the cadence of the games, like how early do you have to interact with ambush? How much pressure are you under to deal with sabotage? You know, how strong is uprising? Like, do you have to pressure the uprising decks or they'll be insane? Like all of the mechanics are really interesting and kind of like give your opponent like bad choices sort of. But from a Magic perspective, whenever you give your opponent like an upside for something that affects your units, even if it's a bad choice for them, the fact that they get to choose, generally those cards have not been powerful in Magic the Gathering. In this game, I think it's a little different. But okay, yeah. So KF51, you're calling that they're going to be overpowered. I do think that so far what we've seen, they're pretty dang powerful. So I tend to agree. Oh, thanks for deleting that. I was about to get to that. All right, folks. I hate to kind of like hop off so quickly, but I got to get to this workshop that I'm doing. I know it's a quick stream today. I may stream tomorrow. We'll see. I'll definitely be on the ladder. You'll see me here and there. And then Friday on release, I will for sure be streaming. And I cannot wait. Any card that annoys your opponent is good. Yeah, that's also true. So yeah, everybody, sorry I gotta kind of run. We had a sick run with Grukk. Played some Neurothrope. got a little bashed in, but you know, it is what it is. And we got to talk a little bit of Genestealers. No Warlord reveals yet. We've got another reveal in a little less than 2 hours. So definitely check the schedule for that. But other than that, folks, until next time. So if you don't see me tomorrow, which I still think you probably will, and I'll keep announcing stuff on YouTube for my streams because I don't really have a schedule. You'll definitely see me Friday. So everybody, take it easy. Have a good rest of your day. Good luck on the ladder. Good luck in the Genestealer cult pits and all that nonsense. And I'll catch you guys next time.